hope you're doing really well today. So today I'm in Hoo, on the sort of northern Kent coast, Grain, the Isle of Grain, and I've come to sort of show you an interesting story which is quite beautiful in its own way and quite sad as well at the same time. So enjoy it, and I'll see you on the other side. Kent can lay claim to some truly interesting true tales, with every new archaeological excavation digging up long lost stories from the past, then there's no greater example of this than the Witch of Hoo St Werburgh. Hoo St Werburgh Parish Council, by all accounts, is a wonderful historic church, but it was an archaeological dig in 2007 made by archaeologist Dr. Paul Wilkinson, director of the Kent Archaeological Field School, in which he discovered medieval remains of a teenage girl. But what makes this story interesting is that she'd found to be decapitated. With her head found next to her body, it was theorised that she could have been marked as a witch, and so was punished on her death that her head be removed from her body, preventing her from having eternal life. And why the name Holly? Well, it's because her remains were found by a holly tree used over many years to decorate the church at Christmas. And with such a sad story about this so-called teenage witch came a fairly happy ending when, on the 14th of March 2009, a funeral service and burial was held with a crowd of over 200 mourners to give Holly the send-off she truly deserved. And so ends the story of the Witch of Hoo St Werburgh, or as we affectionately will know her as, Holly. Yeah, so kind of a bit sort of weird really when you sort of see it, because of how tiny it is and how humble the cross is itself, but yeah, just a beautiful little story really. And if you can see, that's where the church is. Lovely little spot really. But yeah, very sort of humble, I suppose is probably the word. Humbling when you see this. Like I said, knowing what the story entails. But yeah, beautiful. Well, there you go. What a beautiful little story of this little cross that's there, very humbling. Just got the word Holly on it. That's it. No more, no less. And yet it tells this incredible story. Obviously, behind us stands the church on this crisp morning. Frost on the ground. The blackbirds are constantly in flight, darting around me. Obviously going to their nest for their breakfast, coming in and out. And the squirrels are sort of darting around, and then the amount of dog walkers I've seen. You know, it's such a beautiful sort of place really if you come here to sort of like experience it in the morning, you know. But yeah, what a fantastic story. You know, when you see all these beautiful tombs and these graves that are surrounding this church, and you just see this humble little wooden cross, and yet it's got such an incredible story, and it will be part of our Kent history and our heritage for many years to come. So should you be in the area of Hoo or Grain, come down here and check it out. Now that you know the story, you can tell others. Yeah, brilliant, wasn't it? Well, in the immortal words of Phoenix history, because history matters, look after yourselves everybody, and I'll see you all very soon. Goodbye for now.